Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home and welcome to my messy kitchen. Today we have a fantastic, easy chicken marinade for you that works really well on just about any cut of chicken, but our cut of chicken of choice today is legs. The dark meat has so much fat and flavor in it. It is so good and they are perfect with the skin on the grill. The skin on the legs actually protects the tender meat inside, and if you're not eating the skin, you can simply remove it whenever they're done. But the fat in the skin helps keep them from sticking on the grill, and they turn into a wonderful delicacy for any barbecue that you might be having. Now, today we're going to be showing you a fantastic and easy marinade that you will swear came from a bottle. And most of the time, you have everything already in your possession. Aside from the beer, of course, you may not have that, but you can probably borrow one from a friend if you don't have one already. So this is our version of Drunken BBQ Chicken Legs, and it starts with a fantastic combination of flavors for your marinade that we will set some aside to reserve as a basting liquid for the grill. These also can be done in the oven. As usual, anytime we give you recipes like this, we're going to tell you to cook it until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. So however you cook it until it reaches that point and they'll be done. So we're going to show you how to mix up the marinade now. In a large bowl, we're going to be using 8 ounces of beer. And it doesn't matter what type of beer. A darker beer will get you a stronger flavor. So we always lean toward a light or a pale ale type beer. Now to that, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And then to that, we are going to add 1/3 cup of honey. And the honey not only acts as a sweetener, but a tenderizer for the meat as well. And then to that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And I never measure that. I always just squeeze it right out of the bottle, because usually about a tablespoon is all that comes out at a time. Then we're going to be adding 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. Now, balsamic vinegar, you might be saying, what? That's going to taste terrible. It's going to taste like vinegar. But it doesn't. The vinegar kind of cooks away, and you are left with the sugars from the balsamic and the vinegar, which add a natural sweetness to the marinade. And then to that, we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil, because olive oil is a good healthy fat, and fat equals flavor. Now you'll notice we're not putting any salt or pepper in here, because you have things like the vinegar and the garlic, and they add enough flavor to where salt and pepper is not really needed. And then we have some finely diced green onion. I've got about 2 tablespoons here that I'm going to be adding to the marinade. And the reason why we use green onions is you get the nice earthy flavor from the onion without it being overpowering. Green onions and shallots are very mild. So you only add the flavor to your marinade when you incorporate those into things like a marinade or as a garnish for a dish. So in a handy dandy bag, I got a gallon storage bag here. I'm gonna place in my chicken, if I can pick it up. I'm just gonna toss my chicken legs with the skin on inside of the bag. My tongs are not wanting to cooperate. And this marinade is enough to do about 2 pounds of chicken. I'm only doing about a pound right here, but that's just simply because it's just 2 of us. But this marinade can be stored in an airtight container if you didn't want to use it all, and saved for later. And you can use it on other cuts of meat as well. So I'm going to reserve about a half a cup of that to the side because we want to have some to baste it with. And then we're just going to pour the contents of our bowl of the marinade into the bag. And this is why I like using a zip top bag for this, because that's one less dish to clean up and it is a good vessel to put in the refrigerator. Now, one pro tip I can give you is to make sure that you set this in a dish of some kind, because if you end up with a faulty bag, you might have a hole in it. So, not to lose all your marinade, you would want that to have a vessel to catch it. So now I just like to gently take the chicken and just massage it. And then I'm going to place this in a shallow dish, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator from anywhere from 2 to 24 hours. The longer it sits, the better it gets. So if you have the time to prepare to do it, if you could do it overnight at the very least, the flavor tends to get in the chicken a lot better. But if you have 2 hours to prepare, you'll get enough flavor by doing it just for 2 hours. So we're going to put this in a dish in the refrigerator. We're going to let it marinate. Then we're going to take it out. We're going to let it kind of come to room temperature. And then we're going to put it on the grill. So we're going to do that now, and then we'll be back with you outside to show you the grilling process. So we'll be right back. It is a beautiful day here in our little corner of the universe, and we have our fire good and hot, and Danny has got our marinated drunk chicken legs, and he's putting those on indirect heat. We have a little different charcoal formation going on today because of the bone-in chicken, and wow, it smells good already. So we are going to put these on and allow them to cook, basting before we turn every time with our reserved basting liquid until they reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees. We'll be back. Okay, we have flipped them for the first time. They're starting to get a good, nice color on the skin. So we are using the basting liquid that we reserved earlier to baste them again, because we want to just infuse more of that good marinade inside. So we're going to finish doing this and allow them to finish cooking, and then we'll go back inside and show you the finished product. Okay, everybody, we are back, and we are back inside. We have tested our chicken to make sure it's done, and it does reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees. And we have brought it in, let it rest, and we're going to show you now what it looks like. So as you can see, it all has a nice good char on it, but that is simply the skin. If you pull that skin away, the chicken underneath is nice and done and pink and yummy and delicious and not dry. That is also another good reason to invest in a 2 to 24 hour marinade, so that you get that good moist chicken on the inside. And dark meat stays moister easier than light meat, or white meat rather. So I challenge you to try these drunken chicken legs, because trust me, you will be extremely happy if you do. The beer coupled with the onion and the tartness of the mustard and the vinegars mixed with the sweet of the honey is just a delight for the senses. And you can do all this ahead of time. So if you have an outdoor party or a barbecue planned over the weekend, and you wanted something inexpensive to do, chicken legs is the way to go. You can invest about $6 in 2 pounds of good chicken legs, and they go a long way with people, and people love them because they love to stand around and hold them and eat. And what better way to do that than when small bites or easily handled bites by the hand, and the chicken legs fit that bill. But this marinade can be used for all sorts of things. The recipe itself is for the marinade. The chicken is just the vehicle of our choice to use it for, and we hope that you will come up with some really creative ideas on how to use this as well. But for a good basic marinade that you can make with pantry staple ingredients, this one is always a winner. And that's what we like to do here at the Buttered Home, is to get you thinking about how to use the resources that you already have to make wonderful, delicious food for your family and friends. So we hope that you have enjoyed our drunken chicken legs, and that you will drop us a note sometime and let us know if you decided to make them. Be sure, if you're not already, that you subscribe to our channel here on YouTube and hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you can be notified whenever we drop new videos like this one. Also, if you're not already, be sure you're following us over on our social media channels. We cook live on Facebook and Instagram on most Monday nights, and we have a really fun time with our audience here in My Messy Kitchen, and we would love to have you join us over there as well. So we'll be back next week with another really good recipe. We've got a lot in store for you to come for the rest of this next month and the rest of the year that we're really excited to share with you. So be sure that you join us here and every week after. So from the Buttered Home to your home, we love you guys. Bye.